I'm Allan Arkush, and this is Trailers from Hell. There are two things that I learned about the 36th chamber of the Shaolin. Number one, the seminal hip-hop group, the Wu-Tang Clan, took their name from a fighting clan in this picture. Number two, many experts believe that this is one of the greatest martial arts movies of all time. How do I know this to be true? Well, just like a lot of you out there, I heard about it on the internet. So it must be true. From 1978, the 36th chamber of the Shaolin. This is the original Chinese trailer, and it's all about the fighting. I'm no expert in the genre of martial arts, but I know that any company that has their own screen ratio, and it's a really wide screen ratio, just has to be cool. I've got a bunch of Shaw Brothers DVDs and have seen some of the other genre classics, but one title that keeps coming up over and over as a must-see on fan sites and critics' lists is this one, and rightfully so. This is an epic. It's got every kind of fighting imaginable, as well as a strong philosophical subtext that espouses the necessity for balance in one's life. This is a very ambitious movie, but hey, don't take my word for it. Quentin Tarantino and RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan have been very eloquent on the topic, which is why I bought the DVD in the first place. Amongst the extras is RZA's commentary and an on-screen tribute that tells a story about how seeing this picture changed his life. He's very insightful as he discusses the effect that movies can have on an impressionable young boy. This movie is a journey through a man's life as he seeks revenge for the death of a friend, a death that he feels personally responsible for. He starts out as an immature youth who wants to become a warrior. As he grows, and it takes years to tell his story, he learns a philosophy of fighting and living that leads to righteousness. The training sequence is a staple of the genre, and this picture has the ultimate. At the Shaolin Academy, each skill level is called a chamber. There are 35 chambers. The 36th of the title is a metaphor for the hero's personal achievement. The visual build through each chamber of fighting is astonishing. In fact, another thing that I learned from this movie is that Liu Chia-Liang is a hell of a director. He also choreographed all the fights, which is how he started his career in the 1950s. Every aspect of the movie's look is very controlled, especially the artful color palette, which he restricts for dramatic emphasis. I have never seen a director whose mise-en-scène was so dependent on the zoom lens. What Max Ophuls is to the dolly, Lang is to the zoom. You could watch this movie for the camera work alone. In place of edits, he snap zooms in and out. He also uses a variety of slow zooms to reveal the spatial relationships in the sets as the characters move through them. Lang also changes camera speed for different effects and incorporates freeze frames during the spectacular final fight. Double swords versus nunchucks. That all said, I may have been overselling this movie a bit, especially the dub version, which at times has a Three Stooges-like quality due to the English voicing and translation. Lines like, "I'm no Buddha, I'm just a junior monk from Shaolin," or "I should have learned Kung Fu instead of ethics," are real howlers. Also, the secret messages hidden in smoked fish and stuff like that. But to be fair, there are some scenes played for their humor, and the excellent score goes a long way to helping them out. I've seen this movie 3 or 4 times, and it gets better with each viewing. Going back to the expert, RZA, when he was 10 years old, this movie showed him a whole other world, that there were other ways of life outside his own. It resonates with the idea that a man must always pass through chambers, pass tests throughout his life. In RZA's own words, when it comes to martial arts pictures, this is as good as it gets.